Good morning, everyone. My name is Allison Cleghorn. I'm really happy to be here. Happy that you're taking the time to listen to some of the advice we have to give you. My name is Allison Cleghorn. I work in the mayor's office in the Office of Climate Change, Resiliency, and Sustainability. I have been here for a month, and it's been a whirlwind, but really exciting to be involved in this nexus of planning. So as I said, I'm with the County of Maui. We actually just formed the Office of Climate Change, Resiliency, and Sustainability within the mayor's office. So we just launched our logo and have been moving forward a lot of exciting programs that are brand new to this office, as well as I am new to this role. So it's been really exciting. And so I'm learning what an environmental coordinator in this role does. I'm learning that it's many things. I wear many different hats, discuss many different facets within environmentalism. But mainly I do manage environmental protection grants. So we help environmental groups keep their projects going. They apply and we look over their goals, their action items, and their objectives for measuring those, and come to a great funding opportunity for them to keep their projects going. And we get to read their reports and see how those are going. And so I'm really enjoying learning what everyone is doing and getting to see the inside of that. I also serve as an environmental specialist in county council meetings. So that's very interesting to serve as a specialist on many different angles of environmentalism and to give my input. And then we are also working on many exciting climate action plans. We're putting together a lot of strategies for the County of Maui moving forward to combat climate change. So within CCRS, there's me, the environmental coordinator. There is my colleague, Alex. He is the energy commissioner. My grants manager, her name is Maria. She is amazing. And a green building and resilient housing specialist. She is also went to the same high school as me, and she is great, doing such a good job. So current projects, we're doing a lot of really exciting things. We just did a really important vulnerability assessment with many environmental professionals in Maui County. And we're also working on a resiliency hui, which is where we get input specifically from county employees, and then a larger group of even state of Hawaii and mainland in our climate action resiliency plan advisory committee. We just launched our new website to have Maui specific resiliency and strategy movements for climate change. We're launching into grant season soon, so we'll be getting those applications. We are working on EV charging stations as well as sunscreen dispensers. And the Maui bus has a few EV vehicles, and we are planning to get more. So this is the view of the kitchen on the 9th floor. And I just love it so much. It really connects me to what we're doing. And yeah, it's just such a precious place. So where did I come from? I have had quite a lot of variety in my career so far. I still feel like I'm kind of the beginning of my career, but when I look back, I have learned a lot and I have contributed to a lot of important efforts. I went to Seabury. I graduated in 2011, and I was fortunate to go to the University of Colorado and pursue an environmental studies degree. Sometime in sophomore year, there was an opportunity to pursue an energy certificate. And I was like, yeah, I'll try it. So I had to write a quick essay and they accepted me. And it was great. It was very specific to energy and policy and planning. And the final few classes were really hard, but really rewarding. So I was happy to pursue that opportunity that came to me. During college, I pursued a lot of interesting and random internships that I am so grateful for. The different skills and experiences and knowledge that I have from these are something that I would never give up. I worked for the Environmental Center at my university, doing energy efficiency audits for college students, and then they would get a free pizza at the end. And I really enjoyed talking to students about how to reduce their electric bill and why it's important. And it felt like it was really important work. And it was a great opportunity for me to hone my public speaking skills and to really do energy efficiency on the ground, in people's homes, talking about how they can reduce their usage. And I came home for summer, and I just reached out to Huliau Solar, and I was like, I love renewable energy. I love solar power. Do you guys need an intern? Do you want help? And they just said yes. And they didn't already have an internship program. So that was a great chance for me to form something that didn't exist and to just help them out in any way that I could. I also, the following year, applied for AmeriCorps, and you are probably seeing AmeriCorps and Kupu programs out there if you're interested in this field. So I did pursue that, and I worked for the Department of Land and Natural Resources in forestry. That was fantastic. I got to fly in a helicopter for the first time, understand invasive species and with certain areas of the island that are threatened, and why it's so important that we continue to remove invasive species. Yeah, so those are a few of my experiences during college. After college, I moved home. My partner moved out to Hana for his job, so I followed him, and I ended up working for an exotic fruit farm, and it was kind of an odd thing straight after college, but I learned so much that I would never want to give up. So as you can see here, my history is really a lot of energy and a lot of conservation, and I really do have a love for both fields, and it has been kind of difficult for me to choose between the two. And I'm really grateful and excited now to be in a role where I can advise on both and I can be involved in both. Conservation energy alone are fields that have so many facets and so many different directions that you can go in. But I'm really excited to be able to be involved in sustainability as a whole and how to make our island more resilient in terms of the natural environment, maintaining our watersheds and our marine ecosystems, as well as how to live here and how to plan in a green way, in a sustainable way, in an independent way. So I'm still kind of torn between the two. I am looking into going to get my master's at some point in the next few years. So it's an exciting, big, scary jump that I will likely take in a year or two. So what I've learned so far and what I hope that you take to heart is to say yes to nearly every opportunity that comes your way, or at least deeply consider it. That's how I landed this current opportunity. Another Seabury grad, Hannah, posted that they're looking for someone in environmentalism, and I decided to reach out to her and say, hey, I'm in this field. A few more conversations later, and I was meeting with the mayor for an interview. You never know where things are going to lead or what you're going to learn from them. And it's really important to take every opportunity seriously, because the amount of knowledge and skills that you learn are really invaluable. And yeah, on this next item, I have some of the most unique experiences and things that I can apply to projects in the future that I never thought I would have, that I never really planned for, but I'm really grateful for that. And one thing I've also learned about is really observing how people work with and around you, and observing leadership skills from your supervisors and seeing how you might do it differently, what you really liked about that, how you can learn from them the best, and how you can collaborate with them in the most productive way possible. I really learned that everyone is quite different and that you have to be flexible and adaptable to be the most productive with your colleagues and your supervisors. And what are you naturally drawn to? Are you usually really great with working with people? Are you more analytical? Do you like putting together a spreadsheet and working on that kind of on your own? You know, everyone is drawn towards certain skills and certain natural abilities. And yeah, it's good to think about how you feel on that end. So yeah, what do you enjoy? It's great to aim towards something that you're naturally good at, but also getting out of your comfort zone is a really good experience as well. For example, when I was working in the solar industry, I found myself in sales, and I never thought that my career would include sales, but I really valued that experience, and I really value renewable energy on this island and working with homeowners. You kind of have to be a part of sales. And it was a really interesting learning experience for me. And it was natural for me because I do like working with people. And so think about what you enjoy and what you are naturally good at. Are you creative? Do you like graphic design? Are you more active? Is maybe a desk job initially not quite right for you, maybe you could learn to enjoy it. Try different types of things out there. What you enjoy doing and what you're good at. So yeah, we've learned a lot so far. Basically, take every opportunity seriously, observe and listen as much as you can. Let yourself be out of your comfort zone, but also try to really hone your natural skills. Here are a few internship opportunities. Kupu Vista is the most relevant for green infrastructure planning and policy. The due date has passed for this year, but I highly recommend that you consider it for next year. Kupu Vista is a fantastic opportunity. And AmeriCorps is related to Kupu, but they do a little bit different programs. And sometimes you can just reach out to an organization and say, hey, do you want an intern? Because you never know. I landed two like that, and they were fantastic experiences. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. I hope you learned something valuable for your career or just for how you want to move forward in your life academically or professionally. Once again, my name is Allison Cleghorn. Have a fantastic Monday.